Hello and welcome to a brand new series of competitive guide videos. Today we are going to be starting off with Gen 8, the very first Pokemon in the Generation 8 Pokedex, which is Rillaboom. Well, not the first Pokemon, the third Pokemon, but the first Pokemon line. So today I'm going to cover two Rillaboom sets for generic and one Dynamax set, which would be really handy to use in a Dynamax form. But first of all, let's get started off with this first set I have, which is a Life Orb set. So the whole idea of this is to get a Swords Dance, double that attack, then possibly even triple it. And you also have three attacking moves here to have quite a wide amount of coverage. You have Drain Punch, which hits things like Steel types, it hits normal types for super effective damage, and also recovers some of your health, which can be really handy if you are taking that Life Orb damage. Earthquake, which is just a generic, really powerful move and really handy to use in a variety of different situations. And we've got Wood Hammer as well. Now, this does dwindle down your health when you use it, but that is the whole point of having the Drain Punch there as well, so you can get some of that health back. Obviously, the only ability we currently have for Rillaboom is Overgrow, but this will work really well with Grassy Surge when it becomes available in its hidden ability. Now, for its IVs, we have max attack, max speed, with a jolly nature, so more speed and less special attack. Base 85 speed is actually pretty good speed tier. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good, and having that as much speed as possible, it does mean that you outspeed a variety of different things. Also, we have quite good natural bulk with base 100 HP, which is really good, and then base 90 defense, which is good, but base 70 special defense, a little bit weaker than what we would want, but it can still do a lot of damage. So as I said, set up a Swords Dance and then just go to town and take out as much as you can. Rillaboom has a really high attack stat, so it can put in the work. It can do lots and lots of damage. Now the second set I have is a much more of a Stoli set in a way. It would be nice if this thing learned Toxic Spikes, but if you have another... Sorry, it would be nice if this thing learned Toxic, but it does not. So if you have another one that learns Toxic Spikes, for example, that would be really handy for this set because it will start dwindling down the health if you can get 2 layers of spikes up. Now, this is much more of a Stoli support set, so we have Leech Seed to start taking down some health and also restoring yourself because you are going to be getting some hits with this one. Got Drain Punch to re-heal yourself, a little bit of health to come back. Now, I use Drain Punch all the time and I find it really handy to use. Obviously, that is up to you if you want to use Drain Punch. You could use things like Drum Beating. Also, Knock Off to get rid of any items, because obviously items can be the difference between a win and a loss, and especially if it's a Choice Scarf or something, it might be outspeeding you, but if you get rid of that Choice Scarf, it is going to be a lot more difficult for them to win the match. And I've also put Taunt in here as well. Now, I thought that Taunt works quite well. Typically, I don't really use Taunt, but stopping them from setting up, for example, would be really handy here. That Leech Seed would probably prevent them from setting up anyways, but if they have a leftovers, for example, they are probably going to continue, and if you're not doing much damage, they are likely to continue setting up. So having Taunt there as an option is definitely viable to stop those mons from setting up. I've put leftovers on this just so you're making sure your health is still relatively good. Obviously, Overgrows the ability again, but when Grassy Surge comes in, it will be a lot better. At least I think it's Grassy Surge. Yeah, when Grassy Surge comes in, that will be a much better ability to have. For EVs, I've gone for max HP and max defense. Obviously, this one has really good defense anyways, so having that max defense can be really handy. If you want to replace something other than Drain Punch, you can go for Body Press. It is a little bit more effective because it does take into account the defense stat rather than the attack stat, which is about 20 points higher. So it would actually make a little bit of a difference, but that is completely up to you. I've gone for a Impish Nature here, so more defense, less special attack, just to boost that defense stat as much as possible, and we're not using the special attack stats. Yeah, so this one is much more of a support Stolimon. Also, you can get a Leech Seed off and you can switch out to something else. It can be really handy, get rid of items, re-heal your health, and stop things from setting up. Now, going into the Dynamax corner, I am aware that Rillaboom will have a Gigantamax form in the coming months, but currently we don't. I will update this when we do. But we have Choice Band Rillaboom here with the Overgrow ability. Again, Grassy Surge will be better for this thing when it comes out, but Choice Band works slightly different in Dynamax. So essentially, the idea here is to raise up your speed and raise up your attack. So Dynomax on the first turn, get an Acrobatics off, or it will be Max Airstream at that point. Get one of those off to increase your speed by 1 stage, and then ideally 2 Max Knuckles to increase your attack or double your attack in the long term, because that will cause you to be able to one-hit kill a lot of different mons. And I've gone some variety in the attacks. I've gone Dream Punch, Acrobatics, Drum Beating, and Earthquake. Now, the thing with Choice Band that I was saying, the thing with Choice Band is what I was saying, when you are Dynamax, the Choice Band doesn't work. So the Choice Band doesn't increase your stats, and it also doesn't lock you into a move. So you are fine to use that Dream Punch and Acrobatics to increase your stats, and then the Choice Bands gives you another increase in your attack stat. So it is an absolutely killer mon. But once you lock into a move when you are small or when you are normal size, not Dynamax, even if it's before the Dynamax, you'll be locked into the same move for any time going. So you do have to make sure that your opponent, you have paid attention to your opponent's moves, your opponent's mons, because you could get put into a corner there, but at the same time, you can put a lot of mons down. EV-wise, I've gone for max attack, max speed with a jolly nature, so more speed and less special attack, and then 4 EVs and special defense. Basically, the idea of this game is to be an offensive beast, raise those stats a little bit, and it will be really, really good. That is all I've got for you today, so I hope you enjoy this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. There will be plenty more on the way, so please do turn on that notification button. Anyways, I'm out of here, so a really good one, and I'll see you soon.